Oh, there we go. There's brightness. I'm on a different computer today. Thank you, first of all, for hanging in there with tech I'm not a sound engineer, obviously, or lighting person, as I'm sure you all, as blatantly obvious with all these videos. So thank you for your patience with that. I'm on a different computer today. Let's start. Relax and restore. It's a 30-minute class. Blankets, grab your blankets. So just use any household blankets. I'm at the studio, so I'm gonna use these blankets, but I promise I'm not gonna use any of the other studio props, no bolsters, blocks, or any of the other yummy stuff for a restore class, just because I don't wanna assume that everybody has those at home. So just grab extra blankets, any household blanket, comforter, just grab them. We'll be using 3 for this class. We'll just play with them, okay? All right, so let's start. Get your first blanket. I'll make a mess of mine, and I'll show you how to fold it. So we're just gonna do a regular fold. And it's because eventually we're gonna make a roll out of this. So for your first blanket, hopefully it's not too thick and plush. If you're gonna grab a comforter, you can use that later. But for this one, get to about, I don't know if you can see. This is a thin blanket. Some of those really soft throw fuzzies, a throw would work. Just fold it this way. Okay. Down flat, and we're just gonna roll. So we have a nice big roll. So you're rolling that first blanket. And I hope I didn't stress you out by being late. I apologize. Okay, so now we have a nice roll there, all right? So we're gonna do that again with another blanket. So here's roll number 1. We'll start that, and that's basically gonna be our cervical roll. That'll function as our cervical roll. Let's get blanket number 2. Same thing, hopefully this is a throw or just any old household blanket. If a quilt would work really well. Not a nice cushy down comforter. That'll just won't work for this. Although they're lovely. I love mine. All right. So let's fold it up. Same thing with this one. We're gonna do another roll. And this one will go for underneath our knees. All right. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Here now we have to use a scarf to go out. Luckily I have lots of scarves. And let's just remember that this too shall pass. One day we'll be over all of this. We'll be allowed to see each other in person. Okay, so one is going to go underneath the knees. So we are going to start, we'll use our third blanket a little bit later. So start by lying down on your back, and we'll put blanket roll number 1 is our pillow, and blanket roll number 2 is going to go underneath the legs, okay? Lie down on your back and rest there. Should feel really nice. I immediately kind of just want to melt. Close your eyes and just breathe. We'll take the arms out to the side so they're a T-arm position, palms up towards the ceiling. I'm going to move that just so you can see me a little better. So T-arm positions. And with your head here, first of all, make sure, here's the disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I don't know any of your issues or injuries. If there's cervical issues, obviously a disc, you never want flexion of the spine with cervical issues. I don't know what's going on with you personally, but if the neck is healthy, if it's just tight neck and shoulders, this should feel lovely. And then gently rock your head from right to left on your homemade cervical pillow. That should feel good. Okay. And then from there, bend your left knee, and we're going to take it across. So we're basically doing a spine twist with your pillow underneath the head and underneath the bottom leg. Okay, and then the head goes opposite your knee. Don't force this position. If you're tight, you just go wherever you can to feel that nice, relaxing spine twist. Okay, not forcing anything. And again, head is opposite the knee. And breathe. And one more breath here. And let's switch sides. So now the right leg, you'll bend the right leg and then take it over to your left side, just wherever it's comfortable for you, not forcing or stretching anything. And your head is looking over the right shoulder. And breathe there. I hope you're having a good day today. Mine's been a little rushed. This is going to sound weird, but it's nice spending this time with you. Just let your body relax and melt here. I love the word yummy. That's the first thing that comes to mind in this position. I'm just thinking, it just feels yummy. It just feels good on the body. Okay, and then come back to center. So now we're going to move the top bolster. It's not a bolster, it's our homemade cervical pillow. It's your blanket. And we're gonna move it down. Ladies, it's right at about the bra strap. Gentlemen, that's kind of the perfect way for me to describe it. Right at the tip, just underneath the scapula. And so it creates an arch of the back. It's a mini arch of the back. It might feel awkward at first. Your body will tell you when you're in the right position. It just feels good. It immediately feels good. If it's not in the right spot, it'll feel uncomfortable. So your head and shoulders are going to be actually on the mat. I hope you can see where I'm putting that. Again, think bra strap. It's going to go right at that bra strap. And then you're arching the upper back. And for some people, depending on the curvature of your spine and posture, you might need a small pillow here for extra neck support. If in this position, your neck does not feel supported, then go ahead and add a slight pillow, or you can use, I'll show you, the other blanket, not too high, because we want that extension position. We want to go into spinal extension. It actually releases, but just one level there. Okay, so hopefully you can see where all the bolsters, where all the blankets, homemade pillows are. Again, if you don't need that, and that's not right or wrong, that's just the curvature of everyone's spine is different. No third blanket at all if your head feels supported. So in this position, I feel completely supported and relaxed. The blankets are providing a little bit of a supported arch, and it just feels good. If you don't feel comfortable there, if you don't feel good there, feel free to type in a comment. Let me know how you're doing. If it feels good, you just relax and breathe. This is actually a really healthy position for your back. It's a supported position, extension. We're getting nice blood flow going in through the spine. So let your body just relax and melt here. And again, it should feel completely supported and just good. The palms are up towards the ceiling. Imagine that T-arm position with the arms. The bolster, imagine that bra line. And breathe. And when you've had enough of that, lift yourself up, tightening the abs, supporting the back always, and remove the blanket that's underneath the shoulder blades or just under the shoulder blades, and lie flat. And let yourself just sink and melt into the ground. Once you've hit a neutral position, so once it feels like you're no longer sinking into the ground or all the little waves have stopped, once you're just completely neutral, no sensation, then curl onto your side. You'll start so you can see me, and then I'm going to talk you through this next one. All right, we use our homemade cervical pillow again. And this one's going to be for the head, okay? That's blanket number 1. Blanket number 2 is going to go right at the curvature of the waistband. So gentlemen, it's going to be a little bit lower for you. You tend to have that V shape, right? Ladies, ideally we have the hourglass. Gentlemen, ideally you've got the V shape. So wherever the indentation is for you, and that's different on every single person. Again, it's the curvature of your spine. So for me, it's about here. And we want the pillow, I'm just going to call this rolled up blanket your pillow, to support the body right where the spine has, right where your body has that curvature. So if you were lying down flat without any pillow at all, you can feel it and see it. So I'll exaggerate mine a little bit, but for me, you can see that space is here. So wherever that space is on your body, from the waistband to the floor, that's where you want to put our homemade pillow. Okay, and if you have questions about that, go ahead, just type them in. My whole screen lights up when you guys type in. So for gentlemen, it's usually a little bit lower, but again, it's the exact same concept wherever your body needs that pillow support there, okay? All right, now I should have said this earlier, I'm sorry. For blanket number 3, you don't need to roll it. You can just fold it, which is nice. And that one's gonna go in between the knees to just provide a little extra support. And what we're looking for here is spinal alignment. So we're creating a supported spine position. Now, I'm little and my hips kind of go out and in. So for me, I'm gonna fold up this blanket a little bit more. And again, this is different on every person, every body. So we're just trying to create a supported straight spine position so that from the top of the head out through the tailbone, my body is able to rest because of our homemade pillows, but our spine is completely straight. And that's why it's so good for us. Once you're in this position, close your eyes and just relax here. Arms wherever is comfortable for you. If you want to open up the chest a little bit to stretch out the chest, you can just take the top arm back or rest it on the floor behind you. That's just a choice. And breathe. Again, any questions, type them in here if you're not sure if you're in the right position. You'll know you're in the right position because it just feels good. It's really great. Let's stay here for a few more breaths. Raise your hand if you want to take a nap here. All right, let's go to the other side. Go slow. Think of moving in slow motion. So these are gentle stretches, but they go deep. So we'll set ourselves up to the other side. First is our homemade pillow for our head. That's our cervical roll. Next will be the one that goes underneath the waistband. And finally, our third blanket will go in between our knees. Great time to ask questions, guys. All right. So take your time getting into the position. You might need to adjust a bit. So top one is your pillow, middle one right at that spot in your waistband where you need that support. And then the top one for the knees. And the blanket that goes in between the knees, the height of that blanket, it's really, it does vary. I'm going to say anywhere between a fold this thick. If you're, big curvature, you're going to go deep. It just depends. Create that alignment so that we have one straight spine. And again, once you're there, just relax and breathe. If you took the arm back in your, on the other side, go ahead and mirror that here. You don't have to take the arm back. That's just a choice if you want to open up the chest a little bit. Feel free to close your eyes. Let's try not to fall asleep here. Well, you guys can fall asleep. I'll keep talking you through it. Stay for one more breath. When you're ready, use your hands, your arms to help you come up slowly, really slow. Think slow motion. Aren't those great? I love those. Okay, so now we're going to use the blanket that was in between the knees. And so I've got mine folded about that size. I hope you can see that. Okay, so we're going to start with it in this position, and then an option, which I'll talk you through, will be folded up higher. So I don't know if you can see the thickness there. It's probably, I'm guessing, 2 inches. Otherwise, start in this low position, and I'll show you both versions. We're only going to use that one blanket right now, so you can put your other blankets off to the side. Okay, we're going to lay down on your back, and the blanket now is going to go right underneath the pelvis. So the rest of your back is on the mat on the floor. So just like this. All right, so for me, I don't feel much of a stretch or an opening in the hips or release in the low back. It feels good, just, I'd like a little bit more. So if that's the case for you, that's when we fold it up to give you a little more height. Again, you don't have to. This is all just your choice. This is all based on the curvature, your spine. Every person's body is. So this is right at the base, like low back area and hips. Just think pelvis. Pelvis is on the blanket, which we're basically making a bolster, and then straighten the legs. So it's supported arch, again, from the hips and low back. I'm going to move my arms overhead so you can see. Let's go into cactus arms. It feels great. So cactus arms, the arms are at 90 degrees. This is cactus arms. And you're doing that on your back. Feel free to stay here. If you would like to go even higher, you can take a second blanket and add it to give you a little bit more height. You don't have to. You can stay just where you are. Listen to your body, okay? That's the most important. Just listen to your body. I'd like to go a little bit higher to release my hips. So I'm going to stack my second blanket. If you're already enjoying a stretch, please stay there. And I'm just making sure that it's just my pelvis. And I lie down and that feels great. It just feels really good. Back into cactus arms. If the shoulders are tight and you've had enough cactus arms, go ahead and bring them down. If you're bringing them down, just make sure it's palms up. Otherwise, stay in cactus arms and do a few gentle head side. And rest with your head center. And then bring one knee in, bend one leg at a time so that you end up, I'll do this leg first so you can see it. So you end up with your feet together, knees apart. So it's like a little diamond shape in the legs. In that externally rotated position with the knees open, just do it without having your feet touch. So instead of feet touching, you would just be a little bit wider. Again, this is not right or wrong. It just has to do with how open your hips are, low back, all of that. So you find the position that works best for your body. And just like the other positions, this should feel fabulous. Just let yourself melt here. I'll stop talking so you can enjoy. And breathe. And when you've had enough, unless you want more, if we're not ready to come out of this, let's stay a little longer. Okay. And to come out of this, just roll onto your side. No need to come up. Just let yourself roll over to the side. And then you can use your arms and hands to help you walk up gently. That was great. Okay, we're going to go back to one roll. Let me just check time. Oh no, we're almost out of time. Okay, let's get this last one in. So put those two those blankets away. We're going back to the roll. Okay, go back to your cervical roll. And this time, instead of having it be horizontal, we're going to have it vertical. So it's going to be in a vertical position, just like that. And we're gonna lie down on it, your head. For those of you that take my class with a foam roller, imagine this is the foam roller. So your head is on the top part and your tailbone is on the bottom, okay? If you're tall, I'm sure that's long enough, you can add the second roll. So roll up the second one. But we want head and tailbone on there to begin with. So I'm gonna go sit down on it. And my head's not, yeah, we're gonna need to. You know what? Let's do this other version, which is fantastic, equally as fantastic. Sit down on your mat without no blanket, right? Scoot your blanket in so it touches the tailbone and then lie down. And this is a great one. That'll give us more space so that we want your head now on our cervical, our homemade cervical roll, and our tailbone down on the mat. This is another great position here. And then in this position, extend one leg out at a time when you are ready. Arms can be either in a cactus position, cactus arms, T arms, palms up, or resting down by your side. All three positions are palms up. We always want to open up the chest and go and maintain that externally rotated position. Let me know if you have questions. Otherwise, just enjoy your stretch here. And breathe. And whatever arm position you're in right now, switch it and just try a different position. So again, your options are cactus arms. That's the one where the arms are bent at 90 degrees, resting, palms up towards the ceiling. Or T arms, create a T with your arms, palms up. Or arms down by your side, like around hip bone area with your palms up towards the ceiling. Those are your options. Find the position that works best for your body right now and just let yourself settle into it. And then curl, just the way we did with the previous position, curl onto your side. And walk yourself up using your hands, just come all the way up. Let your body settle and breathe. Let me see how we're doing on time. All right, well, it's 12:30. I'm sorry. I want to do a few more. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this is bringing some comfort and peace. This is was it day 18 or 19? I can't remember if it's 18 or 19th of our challenge. And remember, the challenge is for you. What can you do during this stressful period that'll improve your life? What can you do that's going to keep you healthy and calm and strong? Doesn't matter if there's madness around us. You know, what can we do ourselves to just stay centered and grounded and healthy? So that is what the 30-day challenge is. This is day 18 or 19. I'll check as soon as I log off. And that might include, logging into us every day or whatever, just eating a vegetable you wouldn't eat every day. Whatever it is for you that's going to improve your life. Okay, that's what the challenge is all about. I'm back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I'm going to be doing a balance class tomorrow at noon. So if you want to work on your balance, come on in. Oh, thank you. Nice to see you guys. All right, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully at noon. Balance class tomorrow. All right, bye guys. Stay calm.